Hello friends, Namaste. Good morning or good evening everyone. This is Lavanya Vishwanath from Australia. So I'll be the host for this session with divine blessings of Dr. Brahmashi Subhash Patriji and Swanimal Patriji. Let us start our today's session. I would like to welcome you all to the Divine Breath YouTube channel, Australia, initiative of Pyramid Spiritual Society movement. First of all, I would like to express heartfelt happy Guru Purnami Masters and gratitude to you, Prasanna Garu, for sharing your wisdom with us on this special occasion. So, our senior pyramid master, as you all know, Prasanna Medisetti from Houston, has started narrating this book for the past 2 weeks, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. So, let me give a quick recap of session 2. So Prasanna Garu did say that we have the power to stop thinking, always be a witness, that is impartially listen. I mean, we should impartially listen to the mind as a witness, and we can see a gap between a thought and a thought, which is our natural state, that is gap, and that is called as inner connectedness. Always be in the present moment. This is the key for liberation. Disidentifying yourself with your mind, that is the vital point for enlightenment. Observing emotions is as important as observing our thoughts. With this, friends, join me in welcoming our Senior Pyramid Master Prasanna Garu. Over to you. Once again, happy Guru Purnami.
Thank you. Thank you, love. Happy Guru Purnima to all, to my spiritual friends on this auspicious occasion. My heartfelt greetings to you all and best wishes, progress in this spiritual path. Today we honor our gurus, the enlightened beings who illuminated our path with the wisdom, love, and guidance. With their blessings or with the path that they have shown, we are here today. Just the day after our profound that we embark upon together, seeking that we are all in the path of seeking true knowledge and spiritual way to express our gratitude to our spiritual teachers and mentors who have selflessly dedicated their lives to uplift other lives like ours. May this Guru Purnima inspire us, deepen our practice, nurture our inner light, and spread the essence of love in this world. Let us try together to embed these teachings of our gurus, live in the harmony with the universe, and awaken our true selves. We all just have chanted Soham or Om together, and we feel that divine connection that binds us and experience the warmth of collective energy and find that peace. We found that peace and strength together in this shared spiritual journey. With this, we'll just remember the the wordings of Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheswaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Guru Namaha. With this, I wish you all blessings and also the wishes, and also we all together continue the path of enlightening gurus. Thank you. Yes, just Lavanya has recapped the last, and in the first chapter, we just left with one more topic, that is positive emotions. What about the positive emotions? We talked about emotions What happened to the emotions of the other negative emotions and all? But what about the positive emotions? The question is, what about the positive emotions such as love and joy? These emotions are our inner path. It's a natural state. So they are inseparable. Joy and love is inseparable. That is why when you experience the love or experience the joy, you feel so good because you are with your being. You are connected with your being, inner connected. You connected with your inner sense. When you are experiencing the jealousy or anger, you are not with your being. You are separate. You became separate. Because of that, you are actually feeling the pain. When you are with your being, when you connected with your being, in that case, then you are in the love and joy. Glimpse of that love and joy is the brief moments, because we all experience in the life, right? When you see a little baby, small baby, just born baby, such a love, the outpour from your heart, right? So that's a glimpse of moment. You will not have any other feeling except love, except joy. You will not have any other feeling. That's a moment of deep peace. That's you. That's your being. So that whenever that gap occurs, right, whenever you are not actually with all these thoughts, whenever that gap occurs with the stream of thoughts, you are triggering with your being. Though that whenever you are triggering with your being, you are such a beautiful being. So such a inner stillness, you can feel it. Within that stillness, you can feel that intense joy. There is a love, there is a peace in that joy. So such a moments, usually in our life, such a moments are short lived. And as mind quickly resumes, because when you are that but quickly resumes and come back, oh, it's a reality. So you come back and you are just actually doing the other things. So you are get habituated with your noise making of your mind. Love, joy, peace cannot flourish. You have freed yourself from the mind dominance, because those things are not able to flourish well because the mind is dominating it. Mind is, its job is always to think. So when you are in that such a peaceful love joy, so the mind cannot stay in its own. So it is coming and it is saying, oh, you think about that, you think about, because it is actually dominating you. Because of that, these moments are short lived. Love, joy, and peace are deep states of being. Rather, these are the three aspects of inner connectedness with the being. So, as such, there is no opposite actually. For this, there is no because they are all beyond your mind. So these things are beyond your mind. But even if because if you go and see that a baby or some peaceful moment, some nature when you are there, that right, so you will not come and repeat that again and again in your mind. If you notice, right, such a deep peaceful moments, you will not. Suppose if somebody says something to you, you will call n people. Oh, see, that girl told me, this friend, how much I did it, she talked to me like this, how much I helped her, she talked. Because you are keep on talking about the topic again and again and again, what you are doing? You're actually rubbing on your being. So because you are identifying yourself with something else which is not you. But whenever you are actually connecting to your inner truth, you are not identifying it itself, because that is actually you. So that is not remember, when something is actually causing you a pleasure, it should not cause you pain. Okay. So the newborn baby phase will not cause you any pain. The attachment later, the attachment only the causing you the pain. You may say that, oh, that baby was grown, and when the baby was actually talking back to you, it is a pain. Yes, it is a pain because it is an attachment that you are having it. You are trying to impose your rules on that. Because of that only, it is actually true love. In any relationship also, true love will not cause you any of the things, because when they are lovers, it is all good, they are so happy. But when they got married, they are having a differences. The reason is because when they got married, they have expectations on each other. They want him to be in certain way, they want her to be in a certain way. Because of that only the problem comes. Previously there is an acceptance mode, and later there's a demand mode. Because of that, where actually the relationship is getting ruined. So the expectation is the causing. It is not that true love. If it is a true love, you will let him whatever the way that he is. Similarly, he will let her whatever the way that she wants to be. The Buddha says that pain or suffering arises through the desire or craving, that to be free of pain, that we need to cut the bonds of desire. So because to free of the, he is saying that the pain is causing because of the desire or a craving. Otherwise, there is no pain. So we need to cut that desire, that cut that craving. Then the pain will not be there. All the cravings are mind seeking, fulfillment of external things. Are the future, thinking about the future, substitute of joy of being of the future. So these are all the things which is actually giving you the pain. It is not actual the thing itself. Okay. So if you can cut that particular desire, pain is inevitable as long as you are identified with your mind. If you are identifying with your mind, then it is inevitable. Suppose I want a luxury car, I got it. Okay, it's a pleasure. Something happened to the car, it's a pain. Because whenever I'm identifying myself with having that car is a pain. Because I'm identifying with self with owning some external thing is a pain. It is not a pleasure. It is not a pleasure. That pleasure can all any time turn into the pain. So you cannot identify. You want a car to travel point A to point B. You got it. Use it. Take it as a tool in your life. Do not identify yourself with that. Then you will not have, okay, that resentment, hatred, self-pity, guilt, anger, depression, jealousy. All these are all your emotional pains. So which is leading to the second chapter of our things. Okay, the second chapter is talking about all your pain body. It is always anybody who has suppose anybody who is taking a drugs, right, they will be in high. That's what they say, right? They're in high because they got the drugs. Because that high has to go low. Sometime it has to go low. You cannot stay that high. Similarly, any pleasure identified with your external things has to go low. It will not stay there forever. Suppose you identify yourself with a beauty when you are in a teenagers. The age should fade up. Your beauty will fade up. So which is not that is not you. There are two levels of your pain. What is that pain? The pain that you created now, the pain that is from the past. Because from the past, whatever the past lives are past, that whatever in the body, mind, that it is there, that is the one. So ceasing the create pain, first to forget about that past. Cease to create the pain in the present moment. One thing. Second thing is dissolve the pain that you got from the past. These are the two things that we need to talk. That is what Eckhart Tolle is talking about in the second chapter. Now we are coming to the second chapter, the consciousness. What is the way out of the pain? How you can go out of this pain? So being in consciousness. That we will see what is it. Create no more pain in the present. Don't create any pain in the present. How? How it is possible? Nobody's life is entirely free from pain and sorrow, isn't it? This is a question of learning to live with them rather than trying to avoid them. Is it not the question of living with the pain rather than avoiding them? So the greater part of, so if you take that, the greater part of the human pain is unnecessary. If you just divide the day, whenever you are feeling the pain, right, what is it is causing that pain? If you go and take it, it is unnecessary. Most of it is unnecessary. That's what you will be able to realize it. The pain that you created now is always some non-acceptance. Because whatever the pray that is creating, it's a self-created pain. It is unobserved mind. Unconsciously, your mind is ruining your life. You are actually not able to accept the things. That's some form of unconscious resistance is what it is causing the pain. I'll just give you a small, very, very small example, okay? Which I come across like when some few years ago in my life. So there is a person, he bought a car. In those days, it's a Maruti car. He bought it. He was so happy. He's distributing the sweets to everyone. So he was so happy distributing the sweets because he won the car. When he go and give the car the sweets to somebody, right? He also said, "Oh, I also bought the car," and he opened his car and he showed he bought a bench. All of a sudden, his pleasure was gone into the pain. Does anything change from that moment to now? Nothing, right? It is the same thing. So whatever that he tried to get it, he got it. Whatever he wanted to buy a car, and he saved the money or he loaned it, or whatever it is, he got the car and he was so happy. Why his pain was turned into why his pleasure was turned into pain when he saw that other person bought a bench car? The reason is comparison, jealous, isn't it? So this kind of things are all, so people will, how the now the position is, if somebody's, it's an obviously, right, it's an obvious thing, right? So what is an obvious thing? He worked for bench, he got it. You work for Maruti, you got it. What is that obviously that you need to feel pain in that? So this kind of things, it's all this kind of such things. You may feel it's a very trivial matters, but if you dissect into your system, right? If you dissect into your every day to day life, you will feel it. How unnecessarily we are wasting our feelings. This is a non-acceptance, some form of unconscious resistance of what the situation is. So this is there are some form of a judgment. Okay, on the emotional level, it is some form of negativity that you have within you. That's the one which is causing you the pain. The intensity of the pain depends on the degree of resistance to the present moment. You are not able to accept the present moment. Because of that, your intensity of the pain is increasing so much. The pain depends on how much you are resisting. So it depends on how strongly you are identifying yourself with your mind. How strongly you are identifying with your mind. If you are not identifying with your mind, it will not. You can just, you are identified with your mind, you are going to suffer more. The more you honor your mind, the more you are actually feel pain and suffering. So because your pain and pleasure remote control is your mind. As long as mind took the remote control, you will be in suffering. You have to take that remote control within you. Imagine the earth is not having the human life at all. Okay, the entire earth is having only the plants and animals and mountains. The only the mountain life and the animal kingdom and plant kingdom. Okay, only this thing, human life is not there. Imagine that. Then what is the value? What if you ask what is the time, they will say what? Time is what? Time is now. So they do not know the past or the future. They know only the now. What is the day today? What is the time? So they will not even understand. All that came to our human beings only. It will be very quite meaningless if you ask that. The time is now. Only the space and time concepts come only with the human beings. So because once this comes, this dysfunction, pain, sorrow, all this comes into the picture. The mind is ensuring that remains controlled. The mind is ensuring it is controlling. See, continuously cover up the present moment. It is covering up your present moment. It is taking you either to the past or to the future. The vitality and infinite creative of this potential being, right? It is not allowing you to mingle with that being. It is actually covering up with your past and present moments, and it is trying to take control over you. Your true nature, it is not able to, uh, you are unable to reach to your true nature. Increasingly heavy burden on the time and accumulating that human mind. All individuals are suffering with this burden. All individuals, every individuals are suffering with this burden. Every moment, whenever they ignore or deny the present moment or reduce the present moment in some future moment, right? So then you are in that pain. So whenever that pain is there, right? Whenever the past you have pain, when even though with the time the pain may go, but the residue of that pain will still remain there with you. So now you have a residue of the pain that you have created from the past and the pain that you are creating in the present moment. So both are there with you. So this is actually activating your pain body. Here what he says is there is always a pain body within us which is trying to activate. So how much it is active is all depends on the person, how much you are allowing the pain body to be active in your thing. Okay, it is all the thing. Pain body, some people, it will always be there for everybody, every one of us. So how much active? 90% it is in the dormant state, or 100% it is a dormant state, you're always a happy being. If 90%, if it is a dormant state, only 10% it is coming up, then also you are still good. But if 90% the pain body is in an active state and only 10% is a dormant state, that's wait, your life will be miserable. All practical aspects of the life, you feel that pain, pain, pain. The present moment you will not be able to enjoy. Now focus on your life. So see the focus on your life. What are the things that is happening in the present moment? Create what is that inner peace, what is there within you. Do not try to wake up this pain body. The present moment is sometimes unacceptable, unpleasant, and awful, isn't it? Sometimes it is not that when you are living in the present moment, it is not that every moment in the present life is so acceptable. It's not. Sometimes it's not acceptable. Sometimes it is unpleasant. What to do? Yes, live in that moment. When it is unacceptable, live in that moment. Grief it. When there is a grief is happening, grief wholeheartedly that moment, live in that moment. Do not carry that to the next. Do not dig back. Do not go to the future. If something happened that moment, only you surround that only to that particular incident. That's all. Suppose something happened. Let us take a bad worst incident. Something happened to you or to your loved ones, like some small accident, some leg or something, some hand, something is happening. Only some broke or something that you need to go to the hospital. Then only live in that moment. Okay, live in that moment and take care what should be done. What it should be done. So to repair, do not go future. Oh, if this continues, what will happen to his future? What will happen to my future? How do I perform my duties? Whether I will be able to continue. Do not go such a long. Do not drag yourself. Do the needful at that moment. Do not drag yourself. Observe your mind. Your mind is labeling. It started labeling the process. It started creating the unhappiness because it is activating the pain body within you. It's trying to, that pain body is trying to sustain for more time within you. Because of that, not only the present moment, it is taking you the past something, somebody, even if somebody comes and talk to us like courtesy and all, right, they will also say, oh, same thing happened to that girl and that girl has ended up like this, same thing happened to that family, they were ended. So many stories they will also give it to us, because this pain is inviting more pain. So your pain body is activating and it is satisfying. Oh my God, I'm getting so much pain. Because the pain body needs always the pain. It doesn't need the joy. So it is creating more and more pain. So it is not allowing you to live in the present moment. If you are living in the present moment, forget about I'm just leaving it to the universe. Now this happened. In order to cure, it has to be taken care. I need to go to the hospital, take care of the leg, take care of this. What food should I give? If you focus on the present moment, all this disturbance will not be there. It is not that all the moments are so great in our lives, but any moment you should be in the present moment. So you give the taste of that inner freedom. Do not make it with external conditions. Do not make. So stay at inner peace. Take action, whatever the possible action that you need to take. Accept it. This happened. You cannot revert it. Accept it and act what should be done. Whether in the present moment or whatever it is, accept what should be done. That's all. Always work with it. Do not go against. Why in the world that he has to go in that route? I asked him not to go. I asked him to wait for it, but still he went. Don't go all the things, because this is all creating that pain. It has already happened. Okay, accept that and what should be done. So make it as a friend, not as an enemy. Make the present moment as a friend, not as a ally, not as a foe, not as an enemy. This will give you miraculously transform your whole life. When you start living in the present moment, it will start, it will, you can transform your whole life. So dissolve the pain. So past pain, dissolving that is the present moment. How you actually tackling the present moment, right? How to dissolve the pain body. Next, as long as you are unable to access the power of now, so if you are not able to access the power of now, what will happen is your emotional pain, whatever that you accrued from the past, that you experiences leaves behind residual of the pain that lives in you, whatever that small residual of the pain that lives in you, it merges, and it will become the big pain from the past. So this will, whenever you are unconsciously, when you are not living in the present moment, this will come and occupy. Okay. So as a child, whatever that you have suffered, whatever the thing that you caused, unconsciousness, everything, right? All that negative energy, all that pain, that accumulated negative energy, which is occupied in your body and in your mind, that will come right now. It look inevitable entity and its own, and it wanted to close your truth. It close your truth in the sense, close your power of now. It won't let you stay in the power in the present moment. So that emotional pain body is coming because it is in the dormant state. Now whenever you are unconscious, it will come and occupy your state. So some people live in this pain throughout their pain body. Some people, so some I want because some people say they will have very good life, their kids will be very happily studying, but still they will be in pain. Oh, that person did not recognize me, this person came to that person house but did not come to my house. So something, because these are all the things which are unnecessary in their life. They have a very good life, they have a good life partner, they have kids who are studying well, and they have everything was very well set, but still their pain body is activating. When their pain body is activating, every small things that is happening outside their world will be the pain, and they will create the pain, more and more pain. You know what I have seen in the kids also, when the pain, when this pain is coming up, right? Well, elder, because in our age group, maybe we are just in the next generation, like now the 20s kids, right? What they will do when the pain is coming up, they will go and watch all the pain stories, pain YouTube videos, and they will start crying over it, because the pain body is satisfying. So that is why when you start watching the YouTube video, you know, right, again and again and again, then the feed, it will only give. They keep on watching, they are satisfying their pain body. They will cry, they will do all the things. This I was surprised. I saw the a few teenage kids here. So they share that kind of videos only when they are doing in that. I asked, why are you actually already, you are in some pain with your exam or with your result or something else. Why are you watching all these things? It satisfies them because the pain body is active that time. So you should not make it active. You should make it dormant. You have to, when you can make it dormant, when you are in the present moment, nothing is happening to you. The exam I got failed or I got something happened, accept it. What is the next thing that I can do? In that way, we have to think. such a thing, right? Even in the relationships also, there will be very good moments, cherished moments. There will be some bad moments, but at moment, some point clash will happen between you and your partner, or between you and your kid, or something. So if you are actually arguing about that particular point in that moment, that argument will be over within few minutes. What you will do, you will bring all the past things, and if you are continue doing it, this will happen. All the future things you will go, because of that, that argument will become big, 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 big. Whatever that argument comes to the point, if you talk, the argument will not go for a longer time. If you live in that present moment, you can dissolve that. That's what we have to do it. It's not that we don't get any conflicts, but live in that moment. Just focus on that point. Such relationships can survive, and they will not resonate with the pain bodies. They will not resonate the each other. They will not revoke the each other pain bodies. Some pain bodies are relatively harmless. For example, like a child some child who will always whining. Those pain bodies are not so much of harmful. Some other are destructive monsters, are a true demons. Some of the things, right? Some are physically violent, some are emotionally violent. Some attack the people around you, some attack the host. Because some pain bodies, they will try to find fault with everybody, and they'll try to attack. And some pain bodies will attack the host who is creating that pain body, right? So this will these thoughts and these feelings about your life will be deeply negative, because those who are they activate the pain bodies, their feelings and their emotions are very negative and self-destructive. So illness and accidents are often created in this way only, because your emotional body is not so good. If you go on road, accidents you can create. Illness, when you are self-destructive with all the negative thoughts, the illness will be created. So some pain bodies, when you are actually activating this pain body, they even lead to the suicide also, because they are actually continuously they were in that pain only. So that is because pain body was so active. So it is saying that it is taking you towards the suicide too. So when you thought that you are a new person, like when you thought that suddenly, when you thought that, oh, this is all nonsense, what am I thinking? Suppose teenagers, right? If some boy was rejected, some girl was rejected, these people are going. If you think that what will happen if that person is not there, I lived without that person before, and I can live after. What is there? I'm happy even before. If you just inject that thought, one thought, so that will quickly make you the new person. If you start living in that present moment, at present moment, what is happening? Because it is only your ego or your this thing. If you are keep on doing it, right? If you observe yourself, what is actually creating, watch out your sign of unhappiness, right? What is that awakening your pain body? In this way, the irritation, impatience, sober mood, desire to hurt, anger, rage, depression, all these things is the drama of your relationship with the other person. Then stop taking that relationship. What is the problem? What is the just stop it. Even if they rejected it, stop it. Catch the moment of that present moment. You do not dominate your mind at that time. Live in that present moment. Do not allow your pain body to take away your existence, entire existence, right? Do not take away. So once you are giving a chance, that pain body is becoming you. Oh, I am so sad. You are not sad. You are within you. You are so peaceful. Inner peace. You are joyful being. But your mind is taken away. That boy rejected, that girl rejected. So that's where actually you are actually your mind is dominating. Okay. If your mind thinks that, if you think that I'm there without him previously, I'm so happy, I did so many things, what is there? What's the problem? If one can think of that, that experience resonates with your own kind energy, with your own energy, all this anger, destructiveness, all this will vanish, because you are not giving any energy to your pain body. That is where You are quiet. You will, because the pain body cannot digest this. So the moment it cannot digest, it will disappear. Pain only can feed to the pain body. You cannot feed joy or living in the present moment, or a peace will not feed the pain body. The moment you feel like I'm so joyful before, I want to be joy now, the pain body disappears. Once the pain body taken over you, you want more pain. You look for more pain basically. Once you started the pain body taking over you, it look for more pain. You become the victim. You play the victim character because, oh, I am suffering. People, oh, yeah, that girl is suffering, that boy is suffering, let it be. So this is what is happening, right? You want to suffer more and more. You will become, because the people are also supporting, right? Oh, it's a natural kind of thing. Nobody will say, hey, come on, what is that? Come back. You have a lot of potential to do it. You do so many things. Let's go out. That kind of thing should be there. You are truly conscious of it. When you're truly conscious of it, the pain body dissolves. The pain intensity will be gone. The pain body, which is a dark shadow, casted by the ego also. I did such a thing. Still he ditched me. This is the ego again, it's coming up. So the light, when you are actually that darkness will afraid of the light. What is the light? Light is living in the power of living in the present moment. The moment you are living in the present moment, with that light, this darkness will shade away. If you identify yourself with the pain, then only the pain will come and stay, and it will try to identify you. When you are shedding your light through this darkness of the pain, then this pain will go away. So why this pain is coming? There is an unconscious fear is there within you. This unconscious fear is causing you the pain. You won't bring the light. Because of this, you are not bringing the conscious light when you are in the pain. You are forced to resent again and again and again and the same pain over and over again. It's a dangerous monster. Something happened, do not even share with anybody. Do not even go there again and again. Just leave it. And remember what are the good things that happen in your life. What are the blessings in your life? Read some spiritual teachings. Come out of that illusion of that pain body that's creating, right? It's not you truly. It's not you truly. It is just the mere belief that the pain body is trying to come over you. Free from that pain. Realize the truth that you are the you are the happy being. You are a spiritual being, came to this earth and to experience the human life. Always remember. If some pain is coming, experience that pain in that moment. Do whatever that needs to be done, because it is the part of your experience. Understand that is also the part of your experience. So the pain body doesn't want you to observe directly and see through it. The moment you observe it, it dissolves. The moment you start observing, you identify, it increases. The moment you start observing as a different person, then it dissolves. That's what you have to remember. The moment you observe it, the energy field within you, because you are keeping your energy field within you and observing it, then it will be broken. The identification is broken. Okay. The higher dimension of the consciousness, when it comes, its presence, the pain body presence is broken. That is what we have to do. So that is the power of now. What happens to the pain body when we become conscious enough to break our identification with it? What happens to that pain body? How does it is breaking it? Unconsciousness is the one which...
Another 2 minutes, we'll take question and
Okay,
answers.
sure. Okay, sure. I'll finish this question. Unconsciousness is creating it. Consciousness is transmuting it to itself. So it is breaking it. Everything shown up being exposed in the light, right? Everything that we are seeing is, when there is a light, we are able to see. When there is a dark, we are not able to see. So when there is a consciousness, you are able to see. When there is a consciousness is not there, unconsciousness is somebody else is taking. Suppose in the dark, when you go the same example, right? When you see the rope, you feel that it's a snake, isn't it? When there is a light comes, it's not the snake, it's just the rope. Similarly, when there is a consciousness comes, the pain body vanishes. When you are not putting your consciousness, it is the pain body is still allowing, and it is actually trying to take your life energy. It is spreading its energy, and it is trying to identify yourself, because you means you are that pain, that kind of thing. Once you started disidentifying yourself and watching that pain, then you are not giving any energy to that pain. So when you are not giving any energy to that pain, right, it is become when you are conscious of it, then the pain body is not able to identify itself with as you. The dark mode is going off. So you are conscious. Whenever you are unconscious, only the pain body can take over you. Whenever you are consciousness, it will not take over you. So what is the summary? Focus attention to the feeling inside you. Know that it is a pain body. Accept there is a pain within you. Don't think about it. Do whatever that you are supposed to do it. Do not judge. Do not analyze. Do not go to the past. Do not go to the future. Do not identify yourself with that present, with that moment. Stay in the present. What you stay as an observer. Do whatever you need to do it. Stay as a silent watcher. Okay. This is the power of now. This is the power of our own consciousness presence. Okay. We'll stop here. We can take questions.
Sure. Thank you, Prasanna, for another wonderful session. Masters, if you have any questions, please you can either put into the chat or you can raise your hands.
You know what, today actually, I was not in a position to take any class because I had a continuous cough last night. But the thing is, but still, I just want to go to the session like what I'm supposed to do it. The session is the pain body, right? So when there is a pain body, I thought, because maybe I'm just relating myself with because last night I don't have a sleep, I'm coughing, I may cough, and this may affect. So this is all the things that my mind is creating it. Let me try to take the session, because morning also I just even see the time, Melbourne time, what is the time, if I message it, did Lavanya can read it, all the things I did it and saw it, but I just stopped it. No, I don't want to, because that time when I saw it is 2 o'clock or something in the morning. So okay, let me continue it. What will happen? Because let me see that power of now. If I live in the present moment, suppose if I go to the session, if I am not able to continue the session, what will happen? I'll just take the questions, or we will do something. So I don't want to think too much energy into that. I just went to because the right topic also came to me, that pain body, how we are giving energy, right? If I notice myself since morning, I didn't even talk continuously for 3 minutes also, but I'm able to take the 40-minute session, means it's not, that's how we have to dissolve our things. This is practically, I feel, I experienced myself in this session.
Great, Prasanna. Yes, live example. Thank you. Thank you, especially when you're having this health challenge. Thank you, Prasanna, for taking. And yeah, all our masters, they are expressing gratitude. Aruna ma'am, thanks for excellent information, which you're sharing with us. And Jaya ma'am, thank you so much, Prasanna ma'am. A great sharing. Chandana, nice session, Prasanna garu. Thank you. MS, thank you, Prasanna garu. Wishing you happy Guru Purnami. We have learned so much from the session and thoroughly appreciate it. From Lakshmi Sudhakar ma'am, you showed practically about consciousness. Morning you were in pain, and now you separated both with consciousness. Yeah. Yes, that's true. Madhu ma'am, thank you, Prasanna garu, for taking the session in spite of not feeling. Well, much appreciated. Surya Master. We read this book, but explaining this book is so excellent.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all for all the love. Maybe
Yes.
all your love and our consciousness. Because this is an example. If you start practicing our daily life, not just listening, right? We can, once you experience, you feel more, what do you say? More powerful. The power of present moment.
So in upcoming classes, you'll also tell us how to, so 2 levels of pain you have told, one from the past and one from the present. So from the past, how to dissolve also, will it become upcoming in the upcoming sessions?
Yeah, how to dissolve
Yeah.
it. What is the reason for it, right? Reason is fear
Yes.
and ego. These are the
Yes.
two. If you are not identifying with fear and ego, then there is no pain. That's
Yes.
what in the next session, remaining part of this chapter 2.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing, Prasanna. Nowadays, I'm hearing about pain body, but does this pain body is more in? Is it like in women? Is it more or how is it,
No,
Prasanna?
it is all everybody. It is there. Depends on. But women, you can observe, right? I can tell you one. When the cycle is coming up, before the cycle, the pain body activates. Everybody can notice. All the women. Okay, the pain body activates it. You can feel it. How, why the other is because the pain body activates because you feel it's natural. So I'm feeling the pain. That kind of thing, right? Once you are not giving that, okay, the cycle, it's a routine. The cycle will come, go. If it is routine, because your body is actually getting, because of the changes that is happening, your body will have some changes in your body, right? That time this is actually trying to activate because your body is getting a bit of weak, so this pain body is trying to activate there. Because it's a physical change, you are able to observe it. If it is a mental change, you are not able to observe it, isn't it? Because that's a physical change that every one of us is facing, right? That's why you are able to observe it.
Mm. So
We
is
will
it
discuss
because
that.
only because of our physical body is little weaker during that particular stage? Is it
Yes,
only the reason? Oh,
yes, only because the physical body is becoming a little weaker, the pain body is trying to dominate.
okay, okay.
Even men, because men, because they will have their own cycles. It's not the thing. They will have their own cycles of puberty. They will have their own cycles. But only thing is, in our society, men should not cry.
Yes.
Men should be bold enough. So their breaking point, if it comes, it will be too much. Because at
Mm.
least a woman is breaking up here and there and talking and all the things, right? So because of that, the thing is, men also will break, but they will have their own points, because this is not the good, because men should not break or that kind of thing, because everyone will have their own, emotions. We should be able to accept them as is.
Yes. And when you told about this, in especially in our Asian culture, like our Indian culture, they normally say that women, I mean, men, they have to be very strong. You should not, even from the childhood, for the boys, they would say, don't cry, don't express it. Like it's a, but when you said today, like, okay, when you have that particular grief or some grief, you just express it out so that like you live in the present, you just
Yes,
do it.
exactly.
So can you just little elaborate on this more, especially for the boys or for the children, where
So
the
no,
parents
see, in a
start
family,
saying that,
I
yeah,
have noticed in a family, right? In a family, the
mm,
parent was passed away. Let us take, okay, parent passed away. When a parent passed away, the girls will cry with the body itself, if you
yes,
notice. Okay,
yes,
and the boys will not cry.
yes,
They will do all the rituals. They were made to ask. They will do all the kinds of rituals and all the things will be done. They were they some responsibilities will be given. They need to make Do you think that they do not have the pain when the parent was passed away?
and
They
they
will
will
have.
have,
Okay,
yes,
they will have, because the society made them not to cry or not to express in that moment. What will happen is, after they go back to their families, for every small thing they'll get irritated
yes,
with the family. Because this is my personal experience. Every small thing they'll get irritated. So they will try to show something or the other. It will go eventually it will take more time for the boys. Because that pain body is activate.
Yeah.
Because of that, they are showing all the things. But whereas if you take the girls, they will cry, they will express there, and then they will go back and they will take care of their families, if you notice. And people will say, because the girl will not have any response, who will parent is parent, whether for a girl or a boy, right?
Yes.
But why boys are not allowed? That is the wrong concept, I can say. Everyone will have that pain. You need to allow that grieving in that moment. If for a small thing, if the boy was, oh, like a girl, why are you crying? That kind of things only we grew up by hearing
Yeah.
those comments. Pain is
Yes.
there for everybody. It is emotion is there for everyone. Every one of us are muscular energy is there, and this is also nowadays the girls, why they are becoming so strong? Tell me. It is not there in the olden days. Nowadays the girls are so strong because parents are not saying that you are a weak person. You can also work on par with the man, on par with the thing, right? That's what you are actually saying. Because of that, you are becoming so strong. Our parents didn't tell us that way. Even though we build that resilience, sometimes we fall back, isn't it? Because all these teachings should help us not to fall back. All these teachings should help our men in our lives express themselves, or when they are actually showing this pain body symptoms after such an incidents, try to understand them. So then they will be able to come out to express their emotion.
Thank you, Prasanna garu. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, that's what I wanted to check. Yeah. Beautiful session, Prasanna garu. Yeah.
Thank you.
And I'm getting a lot of feedback from most of my friends that you've got such an in-depth knowledge, and the way you are teaching, it's beautiful. Yeah, I wanted to share it here with you.
My classes are my research, my masters, all the subjects, right? Because I have been in this, maybe it is helping. I think universe is helping me to be in there and to connect with all the good souls like you all, to express, because the more you express, you feel like the question and answers and all those things, right? That will increase the knowledge, instead of just reading on our own selves.
True.
See this
Yes.
practical experience. I would not have got it if
Yes.
I don't have a class, right? I would have just slept in my sofa like I'm doing from the morning, right? So, but when I just go through that lesson, let me take this, see how it happened. I'm really surprised how I'm able to talk also, because some of the people like Surikala or Lakshmi Sudhakar, they saw me morning while I'm reading the Parayana, how bad my throat is. They would not have expected that. Maybe with that curiosity, they would have come from there to here.
Great. Thank you, Prasanna garu. Yeah, thank you once again, because and you are showing us how to disidentify our mind with
Our
our body.
mind with a thing, right? Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Maybe again I'm saying, right, because not always, because not that I should torture my body when I'm not well. I took the enough rest from morning to now. I didn't talk, I saved my throat. I didn't talk at all. So when necessary, disidentify yourself and be in this present moment. Again, take rest. So
Yeah.
when not necessary, use it wisely,
Yeah.
because otherwise I would have taken 10 phone calls by now, but today I didn't take any phone call. Okay, so this is unnecessary things, right? Try to identify where you are actually giving your energy, where to save energy, where to give energy, right? So if you start observing, what I'm saying is, if you start observing in the present moment, you would be able to take where I'm wasting the energy, where I can save energy for the next time also, right? That kind of thing we can get it. Thank you. Thank you all. If no questions, we can see you all next week.
Sure. Thank you, Prasanna garu. Once again, happy Guru Purnimi. Yeah.
Happy Guru Purnami. Thank you all.
Thank you all, masters,
Thank
for
you.
joining.
Thank you.